Let's call it what it is. If your customer only hears from you when it's renewal time or you've got something to sell, you're not a partner, you're a vendor. And vendors are easy to replace. For partners, partners stick. They get invited back, they get loyalty, they get referrals. In this episode, we're going to unpack how true relationship building works in modern B2B sales. I'll give you a simple model you can use to stay visible, valuable, and relevant long after your initial deal is done. Welcome to Sales Today, the podcast for sales professionals who want to build long-term success through value, trust, and partnership. I'm Fred Copestake, sales trainer, consultant, and author of Selling Through Partnering Skills, Hybrid Selling, and Ethical Selling. Every week, we look at one core skill that you can apply immediately to build better customer relationships and stronger pipelines by doing things the right way. Relationship building is what turns one-time buyers into multi-year contracts, projects into partnerships, and price-driven discussions into value-driven collaborations. So that's why today we're covering why most sellers confuse friendly with relationship building, the behaviours that actually build trust, and the simple stairs model that will keep customers engaged between deals. So let's have a think about why relationship building is your true competitive advantage. In complex B2B sales, most competitors offer similar products, similar prices, similar features. Most people will push back at that, they'll fight and they'll start to say how different they are, and even those differences are the same. The real differentiator, though, for customers is who they trust, who shows up, who delivers consistently. Essentially, the way in which you sell. So strong relationships do 5 powerful things. They win repeat business, they open up cross-sell and upsell opportunities, they'll reduce price pressure, they'll turn customers into your advocates, and they'll create referral engines that fuel long-term growth. Honestly, in high-stakes sales, people often don't pick the best product, they pick the person, the people that they trust will get it done. That's a big part of sales that many people who've had hours and hours and hours of products drilled into them will miss out on, but it can make such a difference. So I'm going to cover 5 habits that build long-term customer trust. Yeah, probably should be the 7 habits, but I've got 5 fingers. I'm going to count them off on my hand. So first one, solve, don't sell. So this is all about positioning yourself as a trusted advisor. Positioning yourself. Ultimately, it's the customer that bestows that honour, but you can do the things that make a difference to help them perceive you as that. Yeah, so it's questions like, what priorities do you have this quarter? What friction is there right now? It's bringing insights, it's bringing perspectives, it's interesting things that's going to help them think. Helping beats selling every single time. Second up, stay relevant between sales. Don't just disappear off into the distance until it's renewal time where you want to sell something. Yeah? Share market trends, send research, highlight upcoming risks, opportunities. And I'll touch this more when we start to talk about the stairs model. But these little touches between deals show that you actually care more than just the money you're earning off that sale. Third up, deliver on promises every time. Trust lives and dies on delivery. So don't promise on things you can't control. And if you make a mistake, own them. Own them fast. Well, they happen. We know this stuff's going to go wrong and you're not going to do it on purpose, but it's how you deal with that. I've actually been in positions where mistakes I've made, the way we've dealt with it has actually made the relationship better. Now, I'm not saying make mistakes on purpose, but it can have that difference. Next one, create win-win deals. I probably should have started with this. It's something we talk about a hell of a lot in sales. It's core of one of my books, Selling Through Partnering Skills. Yeah, win-win. So looking for mutual value. So here, things that we can do to achieve this is to be flexible. Is to think that how do we price? Is that reflecting the value that people are getting? It's got to be on our side as well as the customers as well. Can we innovate together? Can we co-create? That's what collaboration is. The the mindset that I'll often say to people is to think about interdependence. So in other words, that their success is your success. Think of it like that. We're trying to drive their outcomes, their results. If we get that right, we'll be successful too. Other thing we can do, fifth up, celebrate customer wins. Recognize when they hit milestones, when they launch new projects, when they win awards. When people are putting out that they've won an award, yeah, you might get cynical, think it's paid for, that they sponsored the event, blah, 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 blah. But not all awards are like that. And anyway, that's irrelevant. They are proud of what they've done. They're communicating that. It's an obvious opportunity for you to jump in and say, hey, look, yeah, saw your team won, or whatever it was. Congratulations. That is probably going to stick longer than a lot of demos and product explanations and meetings we have with people. So I want to introduce you to the stairs model. Now, credit where credit's due. This is something that a colleague of mine, Claire O'Shea, introduced me to, and I've loved it ever since. I've shared it all over. I've put it in my books, always attributed to Claire. But it's something that helps us get really practical in the way we stay engaged, we stay in touch without being annoying. It's an acronym. People who know me know I love an acronym. And so the S stands for social media. Again, this is pretty simple stuff. Follow your key contacts on LinkedIn, comment, share, engage with the content that they post, and then share stuff with them via social media, or just to your broader audience based on stuff that's relevant to them, not you. Yeah, not, oh, the company told me I've got to say this, we've got a new product launched. That's self-centered. Stuff that people are going to be interested in is going to have far greater effect. So, I mean, the thinking behind this is that visibility builds familiarity, and familiarity builds trust. The T of stairs stands for thanks. Find reasons to say thank you after a meeting, after a project milestone, after a successful implementation, on the birthday of the first time you did business together. If there's a reason that you think, well, I could probably say thank you for that, do it. I mean, really, a sincere, yeah, thank you. It's relationship fuel. Ask stuff. Yeah. So look, we know that salespeople should be staying curious, but being genuinely interested. What's changed in your world lately? What projects are you thinking about at the moment? How are you feeling about these new regulations that are coming in? This will kick off great conversations. Now, there's another ask here that I'll recommend to people who are brave, people who are bold, that makes a real difference. And this is to ask people to give feedback on you. How am I selling? How am I serving you? Where you might phrase this could be that, one of the things I'm striving to do is always be best I possibly can. Your feedback will help me to do this. What's it like to work with me as a salesperson? What do I do well? What can I do better? The very fact you ask that, let alone the information you get back, is going to make a huge difference. Your estimation will go right up. You'll go right up in people's estimation. I mean, so think about that. Things you could ask. What else could you do? I of stairs is to invite people to stuff, invite them to webinars, invite them to site visits, invite them to events. If you're allowed, even hospitality. Yeah, it's a signal of respect, a signal of partnership. Now we should invite people to do stuff together. Review. Schedule regular quarterly value reviews, not boring QBR. There's another podcast I go on about this, the difference between the quarterly business review, yeah, look at what we've done, well done us, blah, blah, to value review, where we review the stuff that we've delivered, the value that people have taken from that, future goals that they might have, and how we can co-create value to achieve that, alignment into next steps. These aren't check-ins. These aren't stuff looking for little attaboys, little, yeah, well done you. This is a strategic checkpoint moving towards the outcomes that they're looking for. A really important part of how we could keep in touch. And we can schedule that. We can make it part of the deal. The final S of stairs is to share. So again, it looks insights. I've used that word already. Perspectives. So sharing industry benchmarks, emerging trends, best practices you're seeing. I've heard customers say, look, it's brilliant when you share this stuff. We know what we're doing, but what's everyone else out there doing? You're on a minefield, a gold mine, not minefield, gold mine of information here where you can share stuff that helps them get better. So the stairs model gives 6 simple ways that you can keep relationship active without forcing too much awkward sales conversations. Essentially, you're giving on most of those things. So, little reflection point at this stage. If you stopped calling people tomorrow, would they chase you or would they forget you? Tough one, that, isn't it? If you stopped calling tomorrow, would they chase you or would they forget you? Your relationship building determines what answer you're going to get to that. So, as you know, these podcasts are all about keeping it short. Let's have a think about what we've covered today. We've covered why relationship building beats price cutting every time, the 5 behaviours that strengthen long-term partnerships, and the stairs model that you can use to say, stop a mind. So, other thing that I've been doing with these shorter solo episodes is give you an action step, something for you to do so that you can get the benefit of having listened and implementing the ideas. So this action point, maybe we could say it's 6, is to run through stairs. So think about social. Where can you engage? Thanks. Who deserves recognition? Ask somebody what's changed. Invite. What can you offer? Review. Schedule a value review. Share. What interesting insight perspective can you send? Those small, simple moves, they compound. Aggregated marginal gains. Yeah, they compound into strong, longer lasting partnerships. So, if this episode has sharpened your thinking, subscribe, share it with your team, connect with me on LinkedIn, let me know you've heard it. I'm Fred Copestake. This is Sales Today. Until next time, partner up, stay close, and keep selling the right way.